This is Deductor, continuing the Battle Brothers playthrough. First, I want to rename one of my characters to be a viewer-requested character. There was a viewer who posted a comment. So, Alexander, the Blue, welcome to the team. If any other viewers want one of their characters' name, just let me know. And I can go ahead and do that. If you have a specific request, I can accommodate that, or you just want me to pick a character for you. Either way works. We have some level ups here at Torleth. More melee defense, more initiative. That seems good. Perk is interesting. Underdog isn't bad. Overwhelmed, though, makes a lot of sense for a high initiative character, so we're gonna go with that. Hugo is our hunter. Range defense, not great, but we gotta take it. +3 to range skill. Let's get the fatigue up a bit more. Bow mastery. Now we have 3 archers with bow mastery. We can start out shooting some enemies. Swordsman to corporal. Resolve is mandatory on a sergeant. But what else do I pick? Range defense doesn't suck. We don't need necessarily that much more fatigue when a character has iron lungs like that. Let's up your range skill a bit. This is the weird hybrid character. What makes sense here? Anticipation makes a lot of sense, so we don't get horribly sniped. Sergeant's very valuable. We don't want our sergeant sniped. Ultimately, though, I do want to make a different sergeant, a character who's going to have even better resolve. We're going to have to look for such a character. It's just, this guy has iron lungs, so good. He'll always be useful as a weird crossbow hybrid. Kind of. He has 5 more levels, so he'll get to 70 range skill. Yeah, that can work. Anyway, in this town, we can hire a hunter. Again, I've been wondering if the description of the character, like his background, has any relation to stats. I haven't really read these descriptions in a long time, but I want to find out. So, according to this, he doesn't have anything in his description that sounded particularly impressive. Not entirely without faults. Egon is a professional bowman nonetheless. Not entirely without faults, right? So let's hire him, see how he is. Yeah, not entirely without faults is right. Bleeder is not the worst on an archer. Faint-hearted is not great. Although even then you start out with higher resolve than any of my archers right now. So you just had a naturally good resolve roll. I don't know, you seem serviceable. Could definitely use another archer. Could also use another helmet. Backup weapon. Guess a sword? I mean, you're not a great archer either, but you are a archer. And we do need 4 archers is really good. Oh, I know what we can do. We can hire Erhardt here, the poacher. Poachers aren't as good as hunters and their background, but for 400 gold, well, like, if they roll really good stars or really good traits, they could be potentially super good archers. But I also want to, I want to go to a large town to sell off my goods. At the same time, my ambition is to save up 7,500 crowns so I can get a cart, and I want to fulfill that ambition as soon as possible. Let's sell off the chalice. Yeah, we're gonna pass on hiring the poacher for now. Den of the undead in the tundra to the east of here. But before I go to the east and murder some more undead, I want to head towards Nor. It's a small town, but I want to get some armor from the armorer there. Small towns tend to have better prices. Oh wow, that cart is 5,000 crowns. Okay, that was more crowns than I was expecting, but look at how much inventory space we have now. Wow. Okay, we need to make some more money. I was thinking of going to buy some armor, but so much for that idea. We are also paying 300 crowns per day. That's quite a lot of crowns. We need more work, or we need more loot. So we're gonna complete a circuit here in the north, and then probably go back to these towns, try to do a few more contracts. Golden daggers, they have a hedge knight. Yeah, this is why it's terrifying to fight mercenaries, but really good once you can reliably take them out. You can get really good loot. There are quite some contracts here. Another brawler and another poacher. Prices are very high because of the villagers being afraid. What is this contract? Grave robbers. A lot of money. I'll take it. It's very close by. I want to hire all the brawlers and find out what their stats are like. Interesting. Casimir has 3 stars in resolve. He could be my backup sergeant. Or not my backup sergeant, my real sergeant, as it were. Although he wouldn't have the nifty, like... He would have a higher resolve, but he wouldn't have any of the nifty tricks that Thorsman has. Like, can't switch to a crossbow. Keeping a lot of men in the back here. So let me think a little bit about this. Thorsman has 80... Well, that's actually not his base resolve. He has the fortified mind. I have to wait until he levels up, because even if Casimir can get a bit more resolve at max level than Thorsman, the problem... I should rename him, by the way, to the sergeant. The problem is that he can't do anything else. He doesn't have... I really like the idea of this hybrid build now. Still, it seems silly to throw Casimir out. He's not like a useless character. Ooh, a poacher. Who's better, Arnold here? Casimir. Arnold does have some stars in fatigue and melee, which is better. I think we get... I think we do retire Albert, though. That afraid is so crippling, despite the fact that he's otherwise actually quite good. 2 stars in melee, 2 stars in fatigue, determined. Those are all excellent traits, but afraid makes him like nigh useless. We'll pay him some compensation so the rest of our brothers don't get upset. We'll dismiss him. He served us well, and we did. It's just kind of a shame he became afraid. We can work around that split nose or missing nose, permanent injury, but you can't work around afraid, unfortunately. Resolve is so important. I want to check out this poacher. Is he any good? Strong is amazing. Dexterous is... So this is like a hybrid character. 2 stars in initiative doesn't suck. But no stars in ranged. Like, this is a melee character. This is another one of those light skirmishers. Why do I keep rolling like crazy good melee characters? None of my ranged characters have been like outstanding. Yeah, I don't think Hank here is better than Egon. Keeping all these extra characters around, do we really need all these extra characters? Not really. Although we do have some injuries. Hank here actually has better melee attack than Ibero right off the bat here. And Ibero has that insecure, which is terrible. I don't know if we want to keep him in the front just because he's ultimately not just expendable, but not even like a very good expendable character. Who do we want to... Who's the best candidate here to the level? I mean, we could make a poacher who's a melee character. It's rather silly, but he's got strong and dexterous, both really good. He's got great resolve. We could use like a backup skirmisher type character, backup for Torlif here. What we could do is instead of giving him a bow, we give him a throwing weapon. This. Actually, hold on. We do have this decayed helmet. It costs a lot of fatigue, but I feel like it goes really well on a character once they get Battle Forge. Give you another weapon like this, maybe a hand axe. It's kind of a silly build, but could work. Alright, hidden burial site. Could be undead, could be humans. Actually, I'm going to reorganize my men yet again. Rick with his pierced hand. I don't want to send him out. Who do I want to send out? Oh no. No, I like the idea of sending Casimir out. So we have 3 bowmen. We have some pikes as backup weapon. Hugo doesn't have any sort of real backup weapon, but that's okay. This should work. Ooh, ghouls. A few of them, so they have the feast. Some of them are gonna be bigger. That could be nasty. Bows work well against them. 18. Wow. This is gonna be quite the battle. But they do have morale problems. Spears would have worked really well here. But I couldn't have predicted what type of enemy would show up. This right flank is in some danger. We can rotate everybody around by one. That seems wise. Actually, Karsten has such amazing defenses, and he has underdog, right? No, he hasn't. He hasn't had underdog yet, but he still has such amazing defenses. We should put him at the toughest position. Move Alexander over like this. Toilet over like this. I'm not shield walling to conserve some fatigue. I feel like that is important. Gotta be very careful not to let them feast too much. Alright, now they're coming around the left flank. Very careful not to let them grow too big. Let's see. If I knock this out, they're coming in feast, which is very, very bad. Hold on. Hank will swap. He'll actually shield wall himself. Let's think. This guy can run up and eat. So we have to oh, we can't hit that one. I think wounding some of the bigger ones makes sense. Pierce side and pierce chest, very good. Got some injuries on them. Good. Some of them are now breaking. Missing that guy is not great. So let's see. One of them can move up. They can move up Casimir here. What are your defenses? Horrible. Let's back you up. If we kill, one of them will run up and consume this corpse, which is not ideal. So I'm actually going to pass. gotta prevent these guys from consuming corpses. Yep, this is fine. Oof, the big guy is very nasty. Hank here could die. Yeah, Hank could easily die. That's kind of a shame. I didn't think there would be so many of the ghouls here, but... Do we have rotation? Can we save him with rotation? No, we don't have rotation. We could help him out a little. Shield wall. Well done. Good. The rest of them should flee, which should help our situation. This guy's probably gonna go here or here. Well, Hank is probably dead, but oh well, we won't miss him. He did have decent stats, but god damn it, they're consuming more corpses. Yep, Hank is dead. Yeah, these guys are tougher than they look, unfortunately. We need to send some backup. One down. Thorsman should be okay. Thorsman is actually kind of tough. Hold. Gonna go for the weak links. Good. These two guys might consume corpses and become really, really big, though. Which would be bad. Like, phenomenally bad. Okay, some of them are running. It's fine with me. Yeah, they're gonna be corpses and become phenomenally big. These guys are hitting way more than I recall them being able to. Once they become big like this, they can one-shot a brother. Which would not be great. But we also need to just like do damage to them. Let's try to stun one. But hold on, let's wait for the maximum amount of mass attack bonuses. Like this. So inaccurate. There we go. Let's try to stun. No such luck. This is really nasty. The big guys can like one-shot your guys. Okay, he keeps eating. That's okay with me. Hugo will swap bows. Interim will also swap bolts. Yeah! That's okay, that's okay. We can kill him and release our trapped brother. Bertram, swap arrows. This is quite okay. Man, ghouls are much tougher now. Hold. This guy could move up though, which would be very bad. We need to move Carson over to help. Oh, that guy can get into my bow line. We need to repel him back, but before we do that, I actually want to swap to my battle standard. Try to hit him. We can use rotate. Okay, yes, we can use rotate. Hold. If we're going to use rotate, we have to be a little careful about our positioning. All these misses. Good. He's lost his buff. Yay! Torliff is out. Some hits. Torliff being his morale is collapsing. His defenses are not in a great spot. I'm gonna shield wall up. Good. Whew. Shoot the one running away. Good work, everyone. We did lose a brother, our newest recruit. If you want to keep your new recruits alive, you don't stick them on the front. It is actually kind of a shame. He was Hank, right? He was Hank, and he wasn't bad. Yep. The most... had just joined the company. That's okay. The contract will more than pay for his burial. Although our men does not like the fact that Hank died in battle, I think he's our first actual loss, disemboweled by a ghoul. If you want to keep your new recruits alive, you don't send them to the front, you keep them to the back. I'm actually a little sad we lost Hank. He was a poacher of unusual talents. He could have been a great brother on the front, not so great as a bowman. Guntram, ooh, +3 the range defense, finally. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, and then we get anticipation to prevent you from getting sniped horribly. Combos very well with 10 range defense. Good stuff, good stuff. I'm gonna have to send someone else to the front here. Could have been still healing. Oh, Ebro. This is why we keep Ebro around. You never know when you just need someone to fill out the front. Let's go back north, get paid for our efforts. We also need more tools. We always need more tools. Quite a bit of crowns for our efforts. And we can buy some heavy armor, potentially. Tools are really cheap here. Buy another bandage. I just want to free up some inventory space, sell off the stuff that's really cheap. We could buy some more. There's literally no food for sale here, huh? What's this contract? Greenskins. I'm also too scared to fight greenskins. Not yet, not yet. Soon, very soon, we will take the fight to those monsters. There is a reinforced mail halberd here for sale for a reasonable price. Ooh, there's also a closed mail cough. These are sort of the best head armor outside of unique armor that doesn't reduce vision, so they're very good for your archers. I've only ever found them sold in shops. You can't seem to loot them, so it makes a lot of sense to buy one, especially when they're so cheap. Next, we could use a reinforced mail halberd. Those armor are sort of the worst of the heavy armors. In terms of armor to fatigue ratio, it's not great. Scale armor, which is 240 armor, is quite good. It has the best armor to fatigue ratio. But the thing is, scale armor costs like double for only 30 more defense. Even though it's more efficient, and we eventually want that, the reinforced mail halberd is just a solid investment. We could definitely use some heavier armor on the front. And unless we fight a lot of bandit leaders, we're gonna have a hard time looting enough. So I am going to just buy this. We might buy a couple more suits eventually, but yeah, and then this armor in the inventory, we're just gonna slowly repair it. I can't believe Torko got hit so much by those ghouls. Anyway, lots of repairs that we need to make. We still have enough to pay our men for one day. This is a good place to pause the video. Thank you for watching. Until next time.